weekend and maybe you're going for a picnic this weekend, then we have our famous BWELL homemade sausage rolls just for you to help you fix on all those snacks for the weekend. But of course, Grace Stevens is here to show us exactly how to make it.
I am. Good morning.
Good morning, Grace.
I'm so excited. Good luck is here.
I know. You were just saying that.
I know, I'm like buzzing.
Do you want to call your husband out, seeing that?
No, it's my husband's ultimate favorite band.
Oh, well, maybe we can make them some sausage rolls and then they can give us some tickets to go watch them live this weekend.
Deal.
Want to trade?
Let's try. It's worth a bash.
So you're going to be making the inside of it, and we're going to be using pork for this one.
We are going to be using pork. You could, of course, use soy mince. You could use beef mince, whatever, like a chicken mince.
Whatever filling you want.
I've just taken some pork sausages and I've just peeled them out of the sausage skin. Is that what you call it? Yes.
The casing of it.
The casing, yeah. I've just squeezed them out. It's nice and super easy to start off with. I fried up some onions. I don't like raw onions in it. You know, you need to pre-fry them up.
Definitely.
Then I have some garlic that goes in there because garlic and onions are best friends. Thyme and sage, perfect with pork. So if you're using another sort of mince, then you, of course, can do this, you know, just experiment with some different herbs.
And I like that you're doing it at a nice slow heat so that the flavors can just marinate and just have some nice texture to it.
You don't want to get any browning on it. You just want it to be nicely cooked through and nice. The onions must be nice and glassy. My breadcrumbs go in there. And then I'm going to toss all of this into my sausage that I've got out here in my bowl. Make sure it cools a little bit. This is a really nice meal to make ahead of time. You could even make them and then don't bake them off. You pop them in the freezer. So they're very nice.
So the funny thing is, when I saw this recipe, I was like, oh, I just usually buy them. But now you're actually teaching me how to make it. It might be a bit more convenient to buy them, but this is just perfect because, again, you can play around with what fillings you want inside of it. So if you want to do spinach and feta, I think that would also be a great way to just incorporate, you know, the veggies and everything that you have.
You know, as moms, don't we want to be in control of what our kids put in their mouths?
100%.
So making it yourself is going to help just with the control of that.
And I see we're going in with the
I'm going in with
BWELL.
my BWELL mayonnaise, which is really nice. So if you were going to make these vegetarian, BWELL is vegan friendly.
And it's also dairy-free, so again, it's naturally gluten-free as well, and it is endorsed by the Heart and Stroke Foundation of South Africa. So you know you're ticking all that healthy boxes. And like I said, as a mom, we have to be very conscious about what we are feeding the kids. So when it is endorsed by the Heart and Stroke Foundation, you know that you're doing something right.
You can relax a little bit, can't you?
100%.
Absolutely. Okie dokes. Now, this is the easy part, and even if you want to do this with your kids, get your hands in there.
Get them.
Smush, smush, smush. I always think kids want to eat what they make.
Definitely.
Okay, so now I've got some puff pastry here. It's not warm, it's just been defrosted, and then I've kept it chilled because pastry doesn't like to be hot. And then I'm going to divide it into 4. I've done a terrible job of dividing it, but you're going to ignore that, hey?
Absolutely.
So will you spread some mustard?
Am I using this?
So you can just use the knife to spread that first.
Thank you.
And just do it, I suppose, just do it about here, in this section over here, because we're going to put a filling over the mustard, and then we're going to roll it up.
My grandfather used to love Dijon mustard.
Oh, that's such a nice memory. Doesn't food just really help to solidify memories with family and friends?
Even just the sausage roll, it always reminds me of gatherings when you're going to family and you know that this is the
you walk in and you smell.
You snack it and you're eating it before, for a birthday party, whatever it does. There we go. And so, of course, you can get your hands on the recipe at expressoshow.com, and then we're going to put the filling in right now. Oh, that.
So don't overfill it.
And you can see how nice the mayonnaise gave it some moisture as well. So I'm assuming when you do bake it,
it's going to have that tanginess to it. Don't you just love it? Right, so let's fold it over, or let's roll it this way.
This is where I always get confused.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
And then you do want to pinch these sides together. You could always just crimp it with a fork as well if you wanted. This goes on a baking tray, and you can brush it with some egg wash. So that's just some egg and milk. And that's just going to give the pastry just a lovely glow. It's going to be amazing. So that goes in a preheated oven at 220 degrees. Leave it in there for about 8 minutes because that's just going to get all the moisture in your pastry just to heat up and puff. That's how you're going to get the puff. And then turn down to 180 and put it in there for about another 10 to 12 minutes until it's perfectly nice and golden.
Looks absolutely beautiful. I think you know what? There's someone that is staring like, can you please invite me in just for a little taste?
No!
Bernard, come on in. I know you want
Come
to try
on.
this.
Listen.
Please do.
Thank you.
So you can grab yourself one over there. Grace made it just for you.
I did, because I'm hoping for tickets.
Yeah, that is exactly
Really?
right.
I can understand. I mean, like, you know,
Afterwards. I was going to say afterwards.
I know, I'm not shy at all.
I think we can come to an arrangement. Let me try this. Okay, so you put, is it mayonnaise?
Yes.
And mayonnaise, just be
Wow,
mayonnaise.
amazing. Okay, let's go.
Dairy and gluten-free.
And
Nice crumbly pastry.
I've got it, one.
It's so moist.
Are you loving it?
Be the BWELL.
Sage?
Yes. The man's a foodie.
Wow, I think that's got to be one of the best sausage rolls.
Ben, here's the
ever
big
had.
question. Does she score herself tickets for that sausage roll?
Absolutely, you're in, girl.
It's a winner,
Listen.
everybody.
Thank you
It's better
so
than a
much.
late-night petrol station.
It's a
Thanks,
winner,
Ben.
everybody. ExpressoShow.com. Grace Stevens made us the best homemade sausage roll, and now you can get your hands on that too.